Okay, we're walking through a QC report. All the QC reports are very similar. You're going to go into the job. Okay, and then let's say we're here for, what did it say? Tile flat work. You're going to scroll down and see tile flat work install. B and M Excellence did this. So first of all, I want to see pictures. Go out of here. You need to make sure you have this app for the client. This allows you to get into your VPN. A VPN is basically a way to get into the system that's here at the office. Okay, we're connected. Get out of the VPN thing. We're going into File Browser. You also need to make sure you have that guy. File Browser gives us access. If you see in the bottom it says remote. 10.0.29 everything. Okay, and you're going to go through your folders and find your builder. For instance, this is David Weekly. Let's say, oh crap, I forgot what the job was. You can double click out of here, go back to your job. This is at the very top, CLCA 147. Let me do a quick scenario. Let's say you've already gotten into your QC and you already started your form and you decided, oh shoot, I don't know if they actually have photos or not. And it doesn't tell you anymore what the job is, and you say you forgot, very top right corner. Tap that to add another page, and it shows up right at the top of the bar. Just a quick little trick there. Okay, so if let's go back, that's right. So CLCA 147, bam, right there. Install photos, towards the bottom, install photos. This dude has not uploaded any pictures. So if he hasn't uploaded any pictures, I want to double check Google Drive. Remember, installers, we're looking at tile flat work, and this is B&M. This is Leandro's Cruise, and he doesn't have any photos there. See, it would show up in here if he actually downloaded anything. And he hasn't. So, okay. So we know that this dude has no photos and no checklist. I always want to make sure you title any QC report what it shows at the top. So edit QC checklist, tile flat work. Okay, this is what you want to title it, because you want to do it in all caps, because when you're in the job forms it will show in all caps, so it's a quick reminder that you have already been to the job and done that. And you're going to make your way through. So FSR's install approval checklist. If you're not quite sure what you're looking for, this is a super easy way. This is your checklist. Do you have any permanent heat notes? Meaning, is the house freezing cold and there's no air in the house? That affects glue and thin set and all kinds of stuff. You want to make note of that. Visible defects, all these things. Toe catchers, heat vent notes, la la la, Schluter. Okay, so let's say there's issues. You'd want to click chips on edge issue, tile chips on tile, or at owner suite doorway. Okay, so they know where it's at, you know where it is. So this whole checklist up here, you want to just make your notes quick and precise. You don't have to be super detailed here. You're going to be detailed on a different part of the form. Okay, you want to give them quality score. How many issues are there? 1 or 2 issues? There's no issues. Okay, decide that. If there's any problems with the house, you have to check service needed, or else other people in the office will not be notified and it will slip through the cracks. Okay, and for another example, this guy tiled chips at the doorway. If there's no extra material at the job site, you need to make sure you also mark that check mark, okay? You gotta have to do this service cause. So for this instance, we'd probably say it was trade damage. Okay, who completes the service and who pays. Okay, and these are all situational. You're kind of the decision maker on what's gonna be done. This is gonna be your more detailed part. So everything up here that you've mentioned, so we just did tile chips at owner suite doorway. Everything you've mentioned up at the top, you're going to copy down here. Make sure you put your 2 little dashes and mention chips, blah 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 blah. This whatever doorway needs to be replaced. Material needs to be ordered, or tiles under the basement stairways. Okay, you need to be explaining everything, because your purchasing people and your job coordinator need to know what's going on. So if someone calls them, they're like, hey, I don't know what I'm looking for, that's you. Okay, materials to be ordered, make sure you're also pretty detailed on that, the quantity, length, everything. And then that's your QC report. One thing I do want to mention though, see how it says service cause, service 2, service 3, service 4. Let's say there was chips in it, but then there was also, let's say the Schluter is funky, like the paint job on the Schluter was awful. Okay, like they only painted a portion of it and it was faded at the bottom because they missprayed it or something. Okay, so you'd have 2 service causes. First cause, let's say it's trade damage for that chip tile. You could have a tech come back, and we would say only if we made a mistake or whatever the situation was. You'd have a service 2 cause, which would be manufacturer caused, because the Schluter was not painted correctly. You could see like the sprayer or whatever faded off, and it's not like a clean color, whatever the case may be. Okay, make a tech come back, and then you want to make, who's going to pay for manufacturer cause? You know, make the customer pay, whatever. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain is the service cause. So we have two service causes. We got to make sure we note in here, service 1, this is the problem under service 1. There's trade damage. Okay, tech, go do this. And then down here, you got to make sure you mention your service 2, manufacturer problem, yada yada. Okay, so it makes it simple and precise for the people at the office to understand what's going on and who needs to do what. And then after every QC report, you save it. Okay, you save the deal, and you go back and update the calendar. So this was tile flat work. You can come in here, tap the job, tile flat work approval, update it here, or you go back to the calendar, CLCA 147, and update it here.